Sorry, no, I'm back. I did Champion of the Hill last year. I did it last year. I had a piece of paper with me the whole time because I forgot all of my set, and I thought I had it memorized this time. So I did Champion of the Hill last year. So this isn't my first rodeo, and I deduced that from the lack of rodeo clowns. Last year, back when it was just a comedy talent show, back when there was maybe less competition. Not to say that you guys aren't funny. You aren't, but that's not what I'm trying to say. Last year I got second place, so I got the second place prize, which was a Bluetooth speaker. First place was a nice set of headphones, and third place doesn't matter. And I didn't mean it like that. Even though I got second place, I posted some clips on TikTok, and they did pretty well. Across 6 videos, I got a couple million views, almost 300,000 likes, and almost 5,000 followers. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just saying that that is arguably better than winning, right? I still wanted the headphones though. Okay, so last year, real quick, before I do the rest of my set, I tried to do a bit about drunk driving. And when I brought it up, someone in the audience said, "That's not funny." And they're right, I don't think it is. I think with drunk driving, I think it's something that you have to take seriously, otherwise you'll crash. No, seriously, I am sorry. It's probably a sore spot for people. I come from Wisconsin, and by most metrics, Wisconsin is one of the drunkest states. Not just that. Why are you clapping for that? Not just that. We're the drunkest state, but we also have a lot of. We have some of the most drunk driving accidents, and not just that. 50% of drunk driving accidents in other states are caused by Wisconsinites who got lost on the way home. That's not even true. I wrote that joke before I looked it up. Wisconsin isn't even like top 25 in states for drunk driving accidents, but we do have the most alcoholism. Like 1 in 4, thanks. 1 in 4 of adults are alcoholics in Wisconsin, and not just that, nearly 50% of my parents are alcoholics. It's 100%. I've never driven drunk, obviously, but it kind of looks like I do most of the time. I'm not a bad driver, but I'm not a good driver. I've been driving for 4 years, and I've been alive for 20, which coincidentally is about how old I am. And in those 4 years, I've been pulled over 4 times. So that averages out to once a year. Not too bad, right? Okay, so all 4 of those times happened in 1 year. Freshman year, I didn't bring a car to campus, so after a few months, I forgot how to drive. Eventually, when I did get in the car, I was driving around at night like, why can't I see anything? And my passengers were like, are your lights on? Oh, how do you do that? And so they started pointing at stuff, but thankfully a cop was there to help. Twice. 2 of the times I got pulled over were for my lights not being on. The first time I got pulled over, though, was really stupid. It was at a one-way street. Well, it was a 2-way street with a median. And I saw the sign, and I was like, yeah, one way, go that way. I go that way. Okay. That's fine. So I did a lot of driving this summer, so I saw a lot of billboards. There's a lot of like religious billboards and like anti-abortion billboards. There's this one billboard, I think it's on I-41 North in Wisconsin. You might have seen it if you've ever driven from Milwaukee to my house. It just says, this is a person. And every time I see it, I think, no, that's a billboard. I saw another one that said something about 9 weeks into pregnancy, there are like their fingerprints like in there. Fingerprints? Those things that criminals have? No thank you. I'll take the baby, hold the fingerprints. Nobody even looks at billboards anyway. I can get so many ads on my phone already, I'll just look at that when I'm driving. Okay, so a recent development in my life is I have a girlfriend for the first time. Thank you. I'm not sure though, I'm not sure if I'm ever doing it right though, you know? And I don't mean sex. I know I'm doing that wrong. Can I talk about sex?
Go for it.
That's okay, I wasn't gonna anyway. I like my girlfriend a lot. I love her, but thank you. Yeah, I love her too, but I also like her a lot. And I think it's important to make that distinction because, you know, I love my mother. If she wasn't my mother, I don't think we'd even live in the same house. Much less be friends. She is in her 50s, upper 50s, but I won't tell you that. I'm unemployable, I found out, so this summer I painted the outside of my house, and my mom kept talking about painting the soffits, and I was like, yes, the soffits. If you don't know what soffits are, because I didn't either, they're things that get painted. Initially it was just going to be the soffits, but then my mom was like, couldn't hurt to do the walls too. Couldn't hurt you. I'm on a ladder. She's on a ladder too. She's also going to get the soffits professionally redone next year, so I really did not want to do it. But I want to make my mom happy. But I don't want to make my mom angry. That's scary. I hinted at not wanting to do it. I was like, you can't wait a year? And she was like, they look like shit. Only if you look. We live inside the house. Okay, to end this, I'm gonna do some jokes that are just kind of on their own, and I'll try these out. So recently, with this cold, my nose has been like a faucet. And normally, it's like a faucet that's not running. All right. Throwing a razor in the garbage seems dangerous. What if I'm trying to reach my hand into the garbage to grab the razor and I cut myself? Okay. What's said in this room stays in this room. I love that expression. It's going to be the first thing I say in a police interrogation room. Cop's going to look back at that one-way mirror like, okay, that's all I have.